Hey there, everybody. It's Dr. Silver Age, your old buddy Rod. Just doing an impromptu thing. I'm going to try and bring you along as best I can with the amount of hours I have per month allotted me on StreamYard, on the free service. Uh, I'm going to bring you along with my Odyssey to organize this disaster of a comic book collection and toy collection and uh, you name it collection. So uh, I just figured I'd just pop on, probably for only about an hour or so, but just go through, let you see what I'm dealing with back here. As you can tell, it's starting off with a different camera angle here. I'm actually doing two different camera angles. So if I wanted to change it, I would have to go like this and do that and do this. Okay, and then it brings you over to this camera. This, you get a little more of the depth of what's behind me and over here. And why is that not working? Oh, well, I was gonna play that. So, but yeah, I've been down here. This is my DVR VHS setup, and it doesn't show up very good on the TV screen, even though you can only see half the screen. But right now I'm watching wrestling tape that I just discovered in my collection. There we go. It doesn't work so good. Anyway, it's the Road Warriors. So, bought this numerous years ago. I would bet in the 80s. I'm pretty sure it was before the end of the 80s. Anyway, so I've been watching wrestling and stuff like that for a while down here, just getting set up. And I said, why don't I do that? So here we are. So let's see. I'll put you back on the straight ahead one. That way. Okay. Boom. There we go. That way you can see me straight ahead. Let me know if you guys can see that or hear that in the chat. If it's too annoying or whatever, let me know and I'll put it on. Hey, Aaron, how you doing, man? Great to have you with us, man. Well, see, I'm so used to when I'm on doing CBM, I start right in with the same sayings and everything. But this is more of a just an impromptu thing, nothing fancy. No fancy opening with music and dance hall girls or nothing like that. Just like the way it used to be in the old days. So, and we got Dr. Von Chilla. He says, howdy, buddy. Well, howdy to you, sir. Hope all is going well with your family and everything as best as can be expected, my friend. Good to see you out on the afternoon. It's rare for me to be online here in the afternoon. So, cool beans. We got Aaron and we got Dr. Von Chilla, another legend. And he says, random is great. Yeah, I remember just doing it on random things once in a while. And I'd like to sprinkle those in along with continuing to do CBM, So hopefully, I think we're going to have a really great show this weekend because Shannon's going to be able to make it. And ECR is scheduled to be our special guest. So, excuse me. So that should be really good. I'm looking forward to that. So, all right. And we got Rob. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man? He says, what's up, Doc? What's up, Doc? Nothing much. Just a little impromptu thing. I'm going to try and do little, not for, I guess, for an hour or so. It's not very little, is it? Just to take everybody on the Odyssey of me trying to organize this this chaos, comic book chaos that I've got going on back here. And it's a mess of my own making because when I'd pull books to show on CBM, I would, very conveniently forget to put them back into their proper boxes. Well, now probably 6 to 8 months worth. I've got stacks of comic books over here. I don't know if you can see it if I put it on the other camera or not. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can do that. Alrighty, boom. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see behind my head. I got stacks of comics here, and right over there is like 2 or 3 stacks of well, they're 2 deep, so there's 4 stacks of comics, as you can see how deep they go down. Plus, I got comics here. I got comics underneath here. I've got comics on this side that you can't see that aren't. So I'm just gonna try and take this stack. I gotta start somewhere. So I'm gonna take this stack and see what I can do. See if I can get it organized. I'm just gonna put them in here into another short box, but they will be together, all together, in organized in this stack or whatever. And as I go through stacks, if I find, like, we'll say this one might start off with being Superman, right? If I find some more Superman in these stacks as I go through them, I'll put those in here and take other ones out. So it's going to be a daunting task, but it's a labor of love. You know, you guys all know. You guys all have collections, so you know what it's like when they get out of hand. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start here with this stack, like I said, and I got all kinds of different things in here. So I want to try and put them in alphabetical order as I go. But I got to open up this first, this box. I know there was something in it. What is it? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, it's some old Comcast paperwork and stuff like that. What is that? Is that? Oh, this is a story I wrote. Oh, wow. This is like a, what do they call it? Plot synopsis for, I always wanted to see The Man with No Name, the Clint Eastwood character from the trilogy. I always wanted to see a final movie of him, telling you the final fate of the man with no name. And I decided to write, I called it Requiem. And wow, is that the whole thing? Man, I ain't seen that in years. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's cool. Man. Yeah. I don't know if you can see any of that, but yeah, that's even drew a little gunfighter down there. So, I can't wait to read that, or try and read it anyway. So that's cool. The rest of it is just old Comcast stuff, and a stack, and a stack of house ads. Oh man, that's funny. I mean, literally just a stack of house ads that I printed up. These are 100-page specials. What else? Yeah, more 100 pages. Yeah, or copied them right out of the. Well, I think I got these off the internet. I didn't copy them out of the comic book. So then you got Marvel ones too. Just cool stuff. I always love to see the house ads in the comics. The first thing I wanted to do was check the Marvel checklist. If I was reading a Marvel, I'd open it up. I'd go find the Marvel checklist because I wanted to see what else was going on in the other books. Like maybe the Hulk was guest starring in Iron Man or something, So then I'd know I'd have to go try and get to a store and see if they had that issue or something. Here's another Marvel Two-Gun Kid now on sale. Don't miss it. And on the other side, we got Tales of Suspense and a Daredevil #1. So, oh man, Well, if you guys are interested in seeing those at some point, oh, that's a really nice cover. I'd love to make a Dr. Von Chilla's here. So, Dr. Von Chilla, would these make good posters too? Would that be cool? Have a poster like that? That one's really, really nice. So, but anyway, oh, look at that one. Superman, Batman, Sergeant Rock. Oh, man. So, anyway, you guys are interested in looking at that, maybe some point I can show these. Maybe I'll show them on CBM or maybe another thing. Okay, I got to put those over there. What else is in here? All right, this notebook. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. This is how I used to keep track of my comics when I would go to a comic book convention or a comic show or something like that. This is how I would do it. I don't know if it shows up so good on that. There you go. I just have write it down in this notebook. Wow, I didn't think it still had this. This wasn't around here. Oh, and there's and in late 80s, I started corresponding with a fellow by the name of King Bishop. And we got to be real good friends, pen pals, really. We talk on the phone and whatnot. And then we sent letters to each other. And here he is. This is like his drawings. Because we both had very similar tastes. We liked the superheroes, liked drawing teams. So he did a lot of drawings. Wow. I got to get these in framed or something. Or at least get them in protected Mylar or something. Wow, that's pretty cool. Look at his work. I mean, he did pretty good. To me, it was very reminiscent of Joe Kubert. You know, that style. So, very cool. Oh, wow, that's neat. See, I never know what I'm gonna find when I open a box here. You know, it's like nostalgia land. Dun dun dun. So, all right. Let's see. Back here. Okay, hey, how you doing, Tom? Hippies Collectibles, man. How you doing? Excelsior, Rod, he says. Hiya, John. Cool beans. Wow. Awesome. I was just watching your Halloween Monster Mash video again the other day for Halloween. That was an awesome musical video that you did. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, that's great. Scotty says, what you doing? It's freezing. Yeah, it's literally was snowing out here earlier. I'm not ready. Dr. Montilla says, howdy to Tom. Then Scotty says, hey, about to go and crawl back under my electric blanket. My little heaters can't keep up with this Arctic air. I hear you, man. Oh, he's smiling. Hey, Shannon, it's a madhouse. A madhouse, I tell you. You got it, brother. Oh, yeah. You know, because you went through it. You know. Oh, man. Oh, hey, if he's in. Uh-oh, 8-man here. There you go. Dr. Von Chill said, I removed that problem from my life by selling 95% of my collection to Patrick Luther Manning. I'll laugh out loud. Oh, but you could tell us. Will you miss them? I know I would miss them. But at some, I can't personally see me unless we fell on dire financial straits. Then I would sell my collection. But selling the collection is probably going to be left up to my kids. They'll probably my son. He knows he's in the financial business, so he knows how to look things up and get the best monetary value out of it and stuff like that. So he'll be probably the one to deal with that and then split the profits with his sister. So what else is going on? Scotty says, hey, Going back to electric blanket. There you go. VR Troopers 1. Gonna read some of that. Aaron's saying lots of organizing for you. Yeah, you got that too. Yeah, I hear you. I told you I wanted mine to be, I wish it was as organized as yours, you know. And I don't. The one thing I do have is I don't have. I mean, is I don't have a building outside. That would freak me out, having my comics outside in like a garage or a back room like you have and stuff. I like the idea of them being in the same house with me, but that's just me. I'm just overprotective, obsessive, I guess. Is better. Dr. Von Chilla saying house ads make great. Yeah, great posters. Yeah, 2x3 posters. Yeah, I think so. I'm with you. I think that would be awesome having those. See, stacks of comics. What? Why? Whatever do you mean? He says. I know what you're doing. I know what you went through. You had to do probably more than what I've had to do. With, I mean, from the amount of shelving and boxes that you've got now on that, just on that wall alone, is incredible. It's incredible. I well, so, but that's my end goal, is to get this place organized. Number one, to organize it. Number two is to give myself some room. You guys can't see, but there's literally like a 2.5 foot walk space. 2.5 foot space to these boxes, and then I got about a foot and a half to walk through. I got like this little. It's like a hoarder's house. Exactly. So, hippie saying it's always time to mash. You got it. Dr. Von Chilla, I'm going to be in and out of this live stream. I'm cleaning the house in preparation for a house full of people here tomorrow. Understood, my friend? And I'm going to, I'm not going to be as studious with the chat as far as reading every thing. So I can get this done. We'll save that special treat for Saturday mornings. So, and he also says, having sold the collection back in the summer, I got to tell you that I don't miss it. It is what it is, he said. Gotcha, brother. Cool beans. All right. Okay, so we're going to start here with this stack right here. And first, we're going to start with a little IBC root beer. Oh, no, it's cream soda. This one's the cream soda, which I love. And the Road Warriors are taking on Jimmy Garvin. I can't see who his tag team partner is. Anyway, all right, we're starting off. We got Superman 188. I'm hoping this shows up on there. I apologize because this camera is the one that is in my laptop. It's the actual one on the laptop. The one that I usually use for CBM is the one with the side shot. But I notice it throws more of a shadow on it because the two lights, my lighting is coming from this side. So, but anyway, this is 188. So we're going to start that off. And here's 196 with some go-go checks. Superman. And here is 226 with Superman becoming King Kong. Yeah, may have to move that out towards me a little bit to get a better. There we go. Hopefully the sound is back on. Just let me know. Hey, Joe, how you doing, man? Great to have you on, man. Thanks for hanging out. That's all I'm doing, just for an impromptu, like about an hour. Taking you guys on my Odyssey to beginning my Odyssey of trying to clean and organize this place down here and get my comic book collection back in order. So, all right, here's Superman 226. Giant Superman. Anyway, all right, let's see, put it that way. Ooh, this one is a giant, part of the giant ones, G84. It also doubles as Superman 239. Now, what was that one? This is, okay, so these are still in numerical order anyway. So, yeah, that's it. I mean, I put it off and keep putting it off, and because when I get done with the show, I've usually got to run to the dump, and then when I get back, I want to eat. So then once I'm done eating, I've totally forgot that I've got books down here to put away. So I'm on to the next thing, whether it's working on next week's show or finishing another video project for it or something like that. So I don't just being stupid. That's what it amounts to. So, here's a DC 100 page super spectacular Superman. This is DC 18. So there we go. I think this might have been one of the ones that you gifted me, Shannon. If I'm not mistaken. He gifted me a ton of these things, which was awesome. Thank you again. So I'm going to put that one in the front because that's not part of Superman's numbering. So we'll put that one in the front. All right. Here's another giant. This is an 80-page giant. And it is G54 of the Giant series, but it's also number 212 of Superman. So 212, and that was 239. So this is going to go back in here somewhere. That's 226. And this is 212. So, all right. There you go, Soup. Right in there. Nope. Now we shift gears. All right. This is a Flash 100-page super spectacular. I think this was my off the rack, if I'm not mistaken, because if you look real close, you can see masking tape holding things together. Right here. It's well loved, as we like to say. So this is DC 12, also number 214 of Flash. So now I'm going to move Superman to the back here, and we'll put Flash up here. You guys stay there. And we got some more Flash. This is 211. It's 48 pages, only 25 cents. Can't beat that with a stick. So, chick's running backwards, trying to get away from him, and she's still out motoring him. So what was that one? That was 214. That's 211. So you go in front. What is stuck on me? Okay, there we go. All right. Then we got 224 of the Flash, featuring a backup feature of a Green Lantern. I do not know. No, I don't have it on the back either. I don't know if that's part of the Neil Adams one that they did, or if it was somebody else. But let's see, 224, you're going to be right behind. And another Bronze Age beauty, number 223, the Flash. The best Flash in the universe. Hey, Eric. How you doing, man? He says hey to everybody. Cool beans. Just working on taking the first baby steps on my journey to get this place cleaned up and organized. So we'll see how I do. You guys can come along. Let's see. Forever People, number 4. I don't think I have too many of the Forever People. It was not one that I collected religiously. So Forever People's going to be after Flash. So there we go. All right. Then we got Action Comics, number 435. Look out, Earth. It's Doomsday when Superman screams, I want to wreck the world, with a backup feature of the Atom. I apologize for the glare again. It's not the typical camera setup that we usually use, or I usually use. Okay, so that's going to be here in the front now, Action Comics. All right, then are these all in order? Okay, I think they are. Oh, I might be lucky with this one. Well, I think I'm missing one. Anyway. All right, anyway, this is Plastic Man. The original, his not, I want to say 60 age, and it's not 60 age, it's Silver Age. So here is Plastic Man number 1. And number 2, more go checks. Who is it? Regal? Yeah, it's Steve Regal and gorgeous Jimmy Garvin against the Road Warriors. That's what I'm watching a tape of right now. So, all right, Plastic Man number 3. And Plastic Man number 4. Yeah, that one. Stanley and his steam shovel. Number 5, still rocking the go-go checks. Oops, things don't fall down on me, please. Appreciate it. There's enough to watch YouTube after a hard day's work and napped off. I wake up with Dr. Silver Age thinking, geez, I slept right through the Saturday. Set you up for a shock, didn't I, Terry? Oh, man. Oh, and Eric saying big, not bid. There you go. Oh, wait a minute. That's because I missed one that Eric said. I picked up another wrestling magazine yesterday, a wrestling yearbook from 1978. It had a big Dusty Rhodes special issue. Oh, cool beans. 1978, man. Aftermags. So, love those things. Cool beans. Yeah, I was just, that tape that I had showed, I was playing. Now it's Sergeant Slaughter. And I think it's Don Kernodle. No, it looks like Ricky Steamboat. No, it's Greg Gagne. This is from the AWA. Now they're taking on the Road Warriors. Here we go with number 6. And for some reason, I have 2 of these. I do not remember why I would have bought 2, other than little mental lapse. Yet again, here's number 7. This is kind of a faded cover to begin with. And with all the glare, you can't hardly see the cool cover that it is. So here is number 8. Where is everybody? There is number 9. Number 9, Plastic Man, Joe the Killer Pro. All right, there we go. There's a bunch of them. I thought there were 10 Plastic Man, so I don't know why number 10 would not be with these. So Plastic Man is going to go between Flash and Superman. All right. Oh, now we got something totally different. Oh, that's going to be. All right. So we got Charlton's now. So I'm probably going to. Do I want to mix those up in there? I want to try and keep them like one company in there. So I think I'm gonna keep these ones. I'll have to put them on the side and empty out this other box afterwards. Or I can empty out that one. All right, so these are Charlton. These are reprints from the early Strange Suspense stories, I believe. From the numbering in the 30s and in the early 40s, I believe. So this is Space Adventures number. Oh, we're going backwards. Hold on. Let me get them in order. There we go. All right. So we start out with number 9, and it's featuring Captain Atom. So, what's going on with my videotape? Hold on. Ugh. Let's see what's going on here. Can we fast forward? Or is it over? Maybe it's over. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it off. I'll figure it out after. Sorry about that. All right, so there was number 9. And we got number 10. And these were reprinting some of his very first stories. And I was trying to get as many of the Captain Atom appearances in Charlton Comics as I could. When you get down towards 33 and 34, probably 35 too, they're probably a little more expensive. 33, I believe, was his origin issue. So that I know would be some serious coin. There's number 11. Here I come to save the day. And then we got number 12. I want to know how she's breathing out in space. Must be some kind of alien. Alien queen. All right. Then we go to the original space series, Space Adventure series. I've got number, and it does not read. They make it difficult to have numbers. So let's see. Let's just take it right out and see what number it is. Here's the cover. The Underdog. When criminals in this world of fear. You know the song. This is January of 1962, number 44. So this might come right on the heels. No. Because I'm thinking this is Space Adventures, and I'm thinking Strange Suspense Stories, which is where it came from. So So we'll put that back in if we can. There we go. Alrighty. And then they revived Space Adventures for a short run in the 60s, late 60s. And this is where these next issues are from. This is Space Adventures number 4. That Jim Aparo? Yep. Jim Aparo, number 4. Here's Space Adventures number 6. And then this is number 7 with the firemen of Pyro. How convenient their planet is called Pyro and they're firemen. It's so good. You got to have it twice in the collection. And then here's number 8. I think it only went 9 issues. I could be wrong, but I think it only went about 9 issues. So, all right. So let me just make sure I get these in order. Space Adventures. I'm going to put you in the front, and then these reprints I'm going to put last. So we'll put the 60s ones in there. Okay, so those are in order now. Okay. And we still got some more Charltons. These are odds and ends. We got Jungle Tales of Tarzan, number 4, of which there were only 4 issues before they were told to knock it off. They didn't, I don't believe they had the rights to Tarzan, but they figured he was probably in, well, what do they call it, public domain. And so they tried their hand at it and found out, no, can't do that. So there's only 4 issues of this. I do have all 4 now. So here's Conga's Revenge, number 1. Conga. I did not know Conga was actually in the movies. There was actually a movie with Conga. I think there were a couple of movies with Conga in it from, like, I want to say somewhere like the 30s and 40s, somewhere in there. All right, then we got some ghosts. Many ghosts. We got many ghosts. There's a whole lot of ghosts here. So, all right. So we got Many Ghosts of Dr. Graves, number 3. So, and here is number 6. And number 7. I don't believe I have a whole lot of these. Probably this stack is probably going to cover just about what I have. Here is number 14. This is a Jim Aparo cover. Yes, sir. There we go. I'll hold it over this way a little bit. So here is number 25. And I have the Modern Comics reprint of that issue as well. Just odds and ends type of thing there. And then the last one I've got in this stack here is number 42. Nice cover. Nice. Of course, if I could show it to you, it'd be even better. There we go. All right. So, Many Ghosts. Where are you going to fit in here? That's Jungle Tales, so it's going to come after that. All right. There we go. Hold on. Need a sip of my IBC cream soda. There we go. Put you over there. Okay. And Eric says, I would say the mid 70s to early 80s were the best days for the Aftermath. I'd agree, man. I'd agree. I bought a lot in the latter half of the 70s. From like 75 on is when I really started to buying them and finding other places that had them. And there was only just a couple of places that I knew of where to get them. So, and he also says, I like the many ghosts of Dr. Graves, working on picking up all of the 20-cent issues. Tough to find these in higher grade. Yeah, I bet you. I'm sure they are. And they'll probably want a good price when you do find them, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the business, I guess. All right, we're sticking with Charlton. We got Mysteries of Unexplored Worlds, and this is where they introduce another superhero into their action hero lineup, Son of Vulcan. So this is number 46. His origin issue. There we go. I got to get it right. I got to stick the left hand forward. Okay. So I got that one. I got another one. But that's not enough. Oh, no. No. We got to have it in triplicate form, So. All right. And this is number, what did I say that one was? 46. So this has got to be 47. Yep. 47. There we go. What was not as exciting hero as the others, I thought, but it's still, I'm a sucker for a superhero, and especially an obscure one, a little known one. Yeah, I want to find out more about them, and I want to collect them. So I picked up that one, and here's a duplicate for that one. Because they can't go on the thing alone, they got to have a partner. Here we go with number, what is this, 48? I like this cover, though. Which way do I go? This way. They're making him walk the plank. Dun, dun, dun. Modern pirates. Here is number 49. New costumes, new thrills. Old enemies return. Here you get some new clothes. Look at that. And we got, what is this one? This has got to be 50. Yeah. So there it is. And that's the last one of that one in the series, I believe. So, Son of Vulcan, you are going to be behind the M's. So we'll put you right there. All right, now we got some motor vehicle ones. And, well, there's an Army one and a Ghost one. So we'll save those for last. All right, Top Eliminator, number 25. They had their hand in every type of genre that was available, I think. Very cool. Here's number 27. And here, so that is Top Eliminator, okay. Okay, next is World of Wheels, number 27. And here's number 28. Look out, he's coming at you. And number 30. Got that Ken, whatever. Yeah, Ken King. the main character who ran through that series. So, all right. So we're gonna put those over the. Well, this one here, top can go down next. This one here is gonna go next after that. This is Unusual Tales, number 47. It was on the rack in 1964. No, it was September 1st, 1964, with an early Dick Giordano cover. So it's kind of an anthology series that, with some spooky tales. And then War Wings, number 1. I think I told the story of why I got this one because I saw it as part of a collection in an article about a man who had an enormous comic book collection. Like I want to say it was like in the late 70s. I think it was in either the National Enquirer or it was in the Star newspaper that used to be available right there in the grocery store. They'd have those tabloid newspapers right there at the checkout. So, all right. So let's put these together here. That's going to go on that. War Wings will come after W. Yeah, so there we go. All right, so all of you guys are going to be right here for now. I'm going to have to dig up another box for you. All right, so that takes care of those. All right. What else? Let's grab these ones here are all like this is the Justice League that I just showed on CBM. And so I can actually put that in here because that is all in order. And then I'll be able to take those. Here's Captain America, the Captain Americas I showed. And here's the rest of the Captain Americas. Actually, these ones I didn't show. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't show these. So I'd keep those out and maybe show them this Saturday. But here are the other ones. The early Cats when he got his own magazine, got his own magazine. So I wish I should have got another board, another box ready. That's what I'm trying to say. Those are ones I haven't showed yet. So let's go over here. Let's see. Oh, this is a book on animation by Filmation and the cartoons they've done in the history. A lot of them that I remember watching. Journey to the Center of the Earth, Archie's, Superman, Adventures of Superman and Batman. I think they did they did the Superman Aquaman hour when they had the Justice League characters. Yeah. So, and this is pretty cool because they show you story boards from the cartoons and stuff like that, broken down. It's very informative. Some other information about Space Academy, Sports Billy, Space Sentinels. Who remembers Space Sentinels? I actually have those on DVD upstairs. Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. The New Adventures of Mighty Mouse. The New Adventures of the Lone Ranger. Remember those? They had some pretty weird stories for the Old West. Lassie's Rescue Rangers, Journey to the Center of the Earth, like I said. Groovy Ghoulies, Gilligan's Planet. I can forget about Gilligan's Planet. The New Adventures of Flash Gordon. Now, I don't remember that one. I do not remember watching that. When was it on? Let's see. because they usually say it. Yep. All right, September 79, it premiered with a 2-hour primetime animated movie. Oh, they had Saturday morning cartoons plus a 2-hour primetime movie. I'm not aware of that. Fat Albert, there's Fantastic Voyage. Fantastic Voyage. Look, they got drawings of all the faces and characters and whatnot. Very cool. Very cool book. You know, if you're interested, I'm sure you can pick it up off of Amazon or eBay. So that's pretty neat. All right, let's see what we got over here. All right, we got some more DC. That's good. That's what I need to go right into that box. Okay. We start off with OMAC number 8. I'm trying to get all of those. That's another short Bronze Age series. It has a tie-in with Commandy. You see, as Shannon would no doubt know. Let's see. He says, yeah, in the 80s, yep. When I had some money, I bought the After books in the 80s. Yeah, yep. Had to wait 4 to 6 weeks to get the magazines. No eBay or Amazon back then. No sirree. If you were lucky, you might find a store that might have some back issues just laying around that they were selling for like 25 cents a piece or something like that. I found some places that had those. Of course, I bought them. Every single one that I could find, I bought, man, because there was a lot of years that I didn't have. So it was so cool to have some 90s issues of The Wrestler that I coveted as a kid when looking back at the back issue sections of the Aftermags. That's right. We talked about that. And that was one of the things that used to scour, man. I see things about the original Sheik out of Detroit and how he would burn somebody by throwing fire at him. Like he burned some ref and they had a ref and his face was all burned up here and stuff. I don't know if it was real or if it was made up or what, but that was all. I was always interested whenever I'd see, somebody on there, with the Sheik and stuff like that. Great stuff. And the National Enquirer was published down here in South Florida, he says. Oh, cool. Well, they also used to have a great Christmas display, including a giant tree. It brought huge crowds each Christmas. Cool beans. All right, we got some more Action Comics. We got number 428. There we go. 428. Whoops, what is this one? It's OMAC. Okay. So we'll say OMAC that way. And okay, and here's another Action Comics, 446. Got a Green Arrow backup feature. And 447 with an Atom backup feature. So, and number 450 with a Green Arrow and Black Canary backup feature. Superman going mad. There's 452, another Green Arrow and Black Canary backup featuring the loser and new champion. Looks like it might be Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy, what did you do? And number 464. And what's the backup in this one? An Action Extra. See Metropolis with Clark Kent. Oh, he's going to take you traipsing around Metropolis. All right. That's a Marvel one. We'll set that aside. Oh, we got another Flash, which is number 268, featuring a couple members of the JSA, Green Lantern and Wildcat. Is there somebody else? And a Flash on the cover. He's got a Flash comic book with Jay Garrick on the cover. So, all right, I'll put that one in there first. There's Flash. This is 268. There we go. And get all these actions in there. So I'm going to get 428. That is 435. So, no, you don't have to fall over, Box. I appreciate that. Thank you. 428, 446. Okay, so it's going to be right in there. Boom. Okay. Looking good. All right, we got some Men of War. Here's number 5. And Men of War number 8 with Gravedigger. And Men of War number 12. And finally, Men of War number 15. What I should be doing, and I'm going to try and do that next time, is a lot of these I have not entered into my inventory. I bet you these are newer ones that I have not entered in, along with these OMACs and stuff. So before I put that box away, I'm going to have to set up my inventory spreadsheet and get these entered in. All right, men. It's going to be between Justice League and Plastic Man. There you go. All right, we got some more OMACs. Is that still the OMAC? Yes. Okay, good. All right, and get these OMACs together. We got OMAC number, we originally showed OMAC number 8. So here's OMAC number 4. And OMAC number 5. The One-Man Army Corps. And finally, number 6. So there we go. OMAC. It's going to be right behind Men of War. Right before Plastic Man. All right. This one here that I pulled out was a Marvel one, and it's Spider-Woman number 1. So that one will have to go up there with the Marvel. Okay. What time is it? It's 4:28. All right. Stay on for a little bit longer. Okay. Oh, we got some more oddball stuff. Oh, no. Those are okay. Not going to be too bad. Not too much of a mixed bag here. Let's take those out. All right. We're going to start off with a Space Ghost. This one here is sporting an original cover drawn by Mr. Rigamortis 86. I had won this in a contest that they were having amongst other winners, and one of the part of the prize was that he would do a drawing on the cover. So he did. Got a nice little note on the back here that he wrote me. So very cool. So of course everybody knows my affinity for Space Ghost. All right, then we got Charlton Comics. We got the Flintstones featuring the Great Gazoo. And that's going to go down there with them. And this one I didn't remember buying. It was right there on the top of the stack. Larry Harmon. I didn't know he had something to do with them. This is Laurel and Hardy, but it's Gold Keys Laurel and Hardy, not DC Comics. Laurel and Hardy, the world's funniest funny men. And this is number 1 from 1966. See, that's one thing about having a memory like mine that disappears a lot or loses pieces, is that sometimes it's just like Christmas. I don't remember when I bought that. So, here is like something called Prototypes by John Byrne. It's like a holiday special put out by Hero. Used to be the like Wizard. Hero was a little magazine type of thing. So it's Prototypes Holiday Special number 2, Hero Publishing and Dark Horse Comics. It was on sale in December of 1994. So it's just like I think it's like a promo piece, type of thing. All right, then I'm not going to show all these because I showed them all fairly recently before. But it's Hulk, his single series, 103 through 109. So now I got to worry about where my 102 went. It's probably in the rack here. See, this is why it's driving me crazy not having it organized, and this is why I got to do it, because I'm so fearful. I know the book hasn't left here. I don't take my books outside of the house, maybe beyond maybe once or twice a summer reading something if I do that. But so I know the book is here in this room, not even outside of this room, because I don't take them upstairs unless they're ones I'm going to read, and I haven't been able to read a whole lot because of my eye. What surgery is coming up on Monday? Yeah. All right. So anyway, that's what these are. These are all Hulks, that bunch of Hulks. So I'm going to keep those up there because those are all big bunches. And here is a bunch of Daredevils, 40 through 47. So, all of these ones here that I showed a couple weeks ago. So those are going to go right up there as well. All right. Let's see what else we got. Oh, we got some different things here. All right. We got Mighty Comics put out by the Archie group there. And this is number 44 of Mighty Comics Presents The Black Hood, Man of Mystery. And we're doing the Metarog on this one. And this is issue number, they both 44? Oh, yeah, it's just another copy of number 44. In case you didn't like that one, here's another one. All right. And here we go with number 6 of Giant Size Harvey Stumbo Tiny Town. I know that's one of Shannon's favorite characters in the Harvey stable of characters, Stumbo. So that's pretty cool. And we got Nuclear. I'm not sure what issue. This is number 4. Okay. Thank goodness somebody wrote it on the back. It looks like it might have been my writing. So this is Nuclear number 4 by Dell Comics. I don't think it lasted too much past 4 issues. So, and Charlton issues. This is Frontier Marshal Wyatt Earp. Number, and of course it doesn't have it on it, but it's got it on here. Number 67, it looks like. Do I have glasses down here? I do. I do. All right. Now let's see what we got. 67. It's number 67. So you know what I'm going to do right now? Well, I was going to do it, but I can't find my pen. Where did my marker go? Okay, well, there's that one. So this is number 67. Cool beans. All right. So that will go down here with the Charltons. Okay, then I got more DC. More DC. I'm going to put these oddball ones somewhere. I guess I'll put it right next to those. All right. Now we got Justice League Quarterly, number 7, featuring General Glory and Rocket Red and Rising Sun of the Global Guardians. So that's Justice League. Justice League, and it's going to be behind the old Justice League. There we go. All right. Don't fall down. Thank you. All right. Alrighty. Okay. All right, then I got some Warlords. We got Warlord number 47. Number 47. And Warlord number 61. That's some really cool covers on the Warlord. It was never on my radar. Why? Because he wasn't a superhero. He's just some old, wasn't he a pilot? And he crashed down into the hole in the earth or something and found that Skydarus or whatever it's called. So there we go. This is a neat cover. Number 64. Look at that cover. Oh, come on, get it right. There we go. Light coming through the mirror. That's pretty neat. Too bad they had these things down here, man. That just kind of takes you out of the art. You know what I mean? Yeah. And number 106. Another very nice cover. And then we got some, let's see, we got some Commandy. We got 2 Commandy here. Number 37. There's number 37. And then number 43. And this is part of the Bicentennial series that they did. And this is number 4 in that series. So it was pretty cool to see Metarog. I don't know how many of you guys got the chance to see it. If you haven't, you should go watch it. He did all of the issues of the Bicentennial. He had all of them collected together, and he was the first time I ever saw. If you got all of those banners and you sent them in, or a certain number of them, 15 out of 30 or something like that, whatever the number was. You would get a Superman belt buckle, and Roger got a Superman belt buckle. I don't know if it was his. I don't remember if it was his or if he picked it up someplace else. But that's the only time I've ever seen anybody actually have one of those Superman belt buckles from the Bicentennial. So that's pretty cool. If you get a chance, definitely check that video out. Check the rest of his videos out. He's awesome. He's awesome. So, all right. So I said 43. Okay, that one we got. Here's another Bicentennial issue one, number 24 in the Bicentennial issue. This is number 10 of Richard Dragon, Kung Fu Fighting. Everybody was Kung Fu fighting. What? Those cats were fast as lightning. And we got a, what is this? Oh, okay. All right, we got a GI Combat featuring the Haunted Tank, number 184. When I was collecting as a kid, I did not have time to learn about the coolness of the combat comics and stuff like that. No, I didn't have time. No time. Superheroes. Got to get the superheroes, man. So, I mean, it was like that throughout most of the 70s for me. It wasn't until late 70s, early 80s when I really started expanding my comic collecting and appreciating some of the series that I just went, totally blind over. Never was interested in them because they weren't superheroes. So, all right, now we got some AC comics from the mid 80s or so. And I'm just trying to see. This is Americomics, number 1, featuring the Shade. And then here is Americomics number 2. And I'm not sure if number 3 was the one that had the Charlton characters in it. I do have that one, but I probably get it with the Charlton books because it's more representative of them than Americomics. Here's Americomics number 4 with the Dragonfly. So, all righty. So those 3 are going to go in the independent stack. And then I'll put GI Comic in here right after the Flash. Boom. And then we got Richard Dragon, Kung Fu Fighter. That's going to be down here before Superman. All righty. And what else we got? What else? This is the OMAC. No, these are the Commandees. Commandee. Commandee's going to be J and K. Those and Warlords. Warlords. How many of those did I have? They're all in numerical order. That will go back here. Warlords. Okay. And what are these? That's part of that. That is part of that. And this is a Space Suit. That's a modern one, so I'm just going to put that right in there for now. Okay, let's see, what time is it? All right, I'll probably go through one more stack and then call it quits because I'm going to go get some supper or at least start making it. So, okay, we got some more AC comics with Captain Paragon and the Sentinels of Justice, number 1. This is from 1985. So, I see the chat moving up here, so let's see what's going on. Like I said, I'm not reading every single one, so please don't feel offended if I don't read it. But I will put them all up there as best I can. Hey, Maranya, how you doing? She said good afternoon to everybody in the Peanut Gallery. Hey, Jay, how you doing, man? He says, Maranya. And she replies back with Jay. And Eric says, hey, Lady and Jay. And Jay says, hi to Eric. Okay. And Maranya says, Spider-Woman number 1 looks to be in great condition. That red is the original and not faded. Yeah, it was actually a very good copy. I picked that up fairly recently, like within the last 2 months, I think it was. I picked it up at the comic store that I have been going to for about the last 1.5 to 2 years. And he got in a bunch of Bronze Age stuff. and I've gotten to the point where my relationship with him is very good. When he gets stuff like that, he knows I'm going to be interested in it, so he'll set some things aside that I'm looking for, and he will let me know and give me first crack at it, which is very nice of him because he doesn't have to do that. So it's very cool. That's Stairway to Heaven Comics in Newington, New Hampshire. So, and she says the Great Gazoo, voiced by the great Harvey Korman. Yes. And Larry Harmon, the guy who publicized Bozo, yeah, he did not create him like he claimed. He had something to do with the Boston Bozo. I know that because Larry Harmon, for some reason, I think he was on Boston TV for a while. I think it was Larry. I'm pretty sure it was Larry Harmon that was the Bozo. No, Frank Avarouche. No, it was Frank Avarouche. That's who it was. It was weird when you find out. I'm pretty sure it was Frank Avarouche. I don't know. But Frank Avarouche was like a tie and tuxedo guy who would introduce movies on the weekends and stuff like that on Channel 5. And so you wouldn't think of him as being a clown, you know? So, and Jay says, I didn't know that, Maranya. Been under the assumption that he did. Not a lot of people were, Jay. I forget the record company with Pinto Colvig voicing Bozo, but they created the character first. Harmon licensed it. And Maranya says they ended up putting Harmon from the Clown, pulling Harmon from the Clown Hall of Fame because I didn't even know there was a Clown Hall of Fame. Oh, that's funny. I'd like to go to that. That's neat. Clown Hall of Fame. Cool. Hey, Andrew, how you doing, man? Greetings and salutations, Rod the Stupendous. Oh, you are too kind, sir. I won't be here long as I'm about to head to my Pathfinder game, a form of D&D. So hello, and hello to you, sir. Thank you for swinging by. I'm not going to be on too much longer myself, and this was such an impromptu thing. But next time, I'm probably I'll give a little more time because I'd like to get into the swing of doing something like an afternoon during the week to do this, and I'll be doing it throughout the week, but I can't do a live stream every time I'm down here. Going to be working on it, but I'd like to at least do maybe once a week. Do it if you guys are interested. Swing by. Captain Paragon number 2. Captain Paragon. And then Miranda says, greetings and salutations, Triple P. And Andrew says, good morning. Good evening. Is it evening already? Well, 5 o'clock, right? That's what it said and used to say in the TV guide. 5 o'clock started evening. That's what I went by. So he says, I hope all is well. Miranda says, Harmon standardized the look of Bozo and sold the franchises to local TV stations. You got to give him credit for being out ahead of the game there to be able to do that. He must have made some money off of that because I know they had him in Chicago. And I think they had him in New York. I know they had him in Boston, and Boston, the markets that those covered were quite extensive. So here's AC number 1 of the Bolt special. These weren't bad stories. I didn't think so anyway. And they're a unique group of superheroes, ones that I'd never heard of or seen before, because most of these were fairly new, I believe. Here is Americomics number 5 with Captain Freedom. Freedom. Except for congestion due to weather changes here, I'm doing pretty decent. How about you, she says. Here is special edition first issue of Night Vale. Still staying with the AC label. Here is Night Vale number 2. Blood Rights. And then we got Men of Mystery number 36, which I believe these were mostly reprints, if not all reprints, from Golden Age characters. So, Clown Hall of Fame has to be in Florida, says Andy. Oh, man. Man of Mystery number 35. And I think these were all in black and white. Let me just check real quick. I think they're in black and white. So, yeah, they're all in black and white. They reprinting a Charlie Chan story. So, yeah, they were all in black and white. Cool little thing on the back for reminds me of the Marvel house ads. So that's pretty cool. All right. But it was good reading about heroes that I didn't know about, or certainly did not have any of their comics in my collection at the time. Because Golden Age has always been a little pricey for me. So, Men of Mystery number 32, featuring the Flame, Phantom Lady, Black Cobra, Samson, Wonder Boy, plus Mr. Scarlet, Black Rider, Mercury Man, and more. Look at all that you get in there for, what was it? $1? Oh no, I was way off. $7. Woo! Oh, okay. No wonder I only have a few of these. Hey, Diabetic Superman, how you doing, man? He says, hey, everyone, and hey, yo, sir. Hope your afternoon is going well. Ryan says, hey there to Shadow and DS. Jay, how is Leon doing? I haven't seen any recent pictures of my god dogger. Here is number 31 of Men of Mystery with Daredevil. Not Daredevil. Yeah, is that Daredevil? Yeah, it is. I was going to say Thunderbolt, but because the costume looks very similar to Thunderbolt. I don't know what was going on with that. All right, we got some more. I'm trying to think. Image. These are made by Image, and they're part of the Big Bang series. I don't know if many of you have any of the Big Bang books, but the Big Bang series of books were really cool. They were throwbacks to the Golden Age, the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, and they would put them out, and it was really, really cool. Like, you'll see this. This is Big Bang Comics, which was their main title, number 32. But check it out, right? It's got go-go checks on the top, baby. And it's got the very similar to the National Periodical emblem there. And that's what they would do. They would mimic different styles to go along with the different periods that they were creating. So that would be probably from it's a Beatles, so it's got to be from the 60s. This would have been a Silver Age one, of course, because of the go-go checks. Should have known that. Duh. Okay, but here we go. This is Round Table, the Round Table of America, their version of Justice League. This looks like it would have been in the 90s type of version. Just there you go. That's their version of Superman here in the forefront. He's, I think, Ultraman. Then there's the Black Knight. No, the Night Watchman. That's his name. I think Fury or something like that was the girl's name here. The Blaze was their version of the Flash. Come on, there we go. Right there. So a lot of different ones in there that were pretty cool. In fact, here we go. Here's the Night Watchman. This is number 1 of their version of Batman. The Night Watchman. And they were pretty good stories. I enjoyed them. You know, here's The Night Watchman. I'm looking for it. Is number 2 of The Night Watchman. But if you get a chance to see, and you see these somewhere, you know, and you could probably pick them up for $1 bin or 50-cent bin even, you know. But they're worth it because they are an homage to those different eras, mostly a DC. So, all right, let's see what's going on with the Peanut Gallery. And DS says hi to everyone. Ryan just says, "Oh, did I go back too far?" Maybe I did. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Diabetic Superman says, I wish I lived in Florida. I hate freezing in the wintertime. Besides, I really like alligators. Hey, well, nothing wrong with that. You like alligators, man. Oh, that's too cool. All right. And I'm with you. I hate freezing in the wintertime. Miranda says, I do too, DS. I want to try gator jerky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, all right, gang. It's just about 5 o'clock. I think I'm going to call it quits for the day here. Thanks so much, you guys, for just hanging out with me, man. Just talking. Like I said, this is much more of an impromptu situation for me, and that's what I'll probably try to keep it at. Not so much all the frills and hoopla that I try to put in for me and Shannon in the CBM realm of things. But I sure hope you guys will stop by now and again, say hi when I'm on and doing it, and I look forward to it. So I really, really look forward to getting this all back in order and getting my room back. There's things I want to do, like I've got a bureau. It's a video cabinet for VHS tapes, you know, ones that, you know, like this, you know, and I have not opened that in probably 10 years. 10 years plus, I would bet, at this point. And I'm curious to know what I've got in it. I know it's chock full of animation. So I'd like to go in. I'd like to get to it where I can take it out, put it out here, and then share it with you guys. And we'll do like a opening of Al Capone's safe, you know, or something like that. We'll call Geraldo Rivera, see if he'll come do it with us, you know. So, but that's just one of the things I've got in my head, in the planning stages, amongst other things that hopefully will come to fruition. You know, we got all kinds of things. It's getting to be that time of year too. That's the only good thing for me about wintertime is Christmas time. So, all right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Appreciate it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys will hang out with me again next time I try to do this. Reason I don't care for Florida myself. I like the change of seasons. I'm just too old for it. I'm just too old. I can't do things I used to do, so it makes the seasons changing hard, and winter especially hard. So Miranda says, "No, I've seen everything." Miranda says, "Take care, everyone, and stay safe." Thank you, Miranda, and thank the rest of you as well. Thank you guys for popping in, saying hi, just hanging out for a little bit with me. Look forward to doing it again in the future. So everybody take care, and we'll see you Saturday morning. All right? Take care, everyone.